Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is NASA's Thread. Today on the channel, I'll be showing you how to make this trendy, stylish, slitted A-line sleeve. If it's something you're interested in, you want to keep on watching, and let's get right into this tutorial. So to start off, I have my pattern paper. It is not folded, and I'm going ahead to just make a line at the top, which will serve as my starting line. So I'm going to be taking my measurements from this point here. So now, since I have this line down, I'm going to take my length of the sleeve. So I'm using 30 inches for the length of the sleeve. This is because the sleeve extends beyond the wrist point, and I'm going ahead to just make a line at that point. So this 30 inches includes both my hemming and my joining allowance. Okay, take note of that. The next thing I'm going to do is to take the shoulder to the elbow, the shoulder to my wrist point. So you're going to take for yours, okay? Mine is 24 inches to the wrist, and I just made my mark at those points, and I'm going ahead to use my rule to make lines at those points. Now that we have these lines down, I will just go on to label my line. So we're going to be working with a lot of lines, so for you to not be confused, you want to take note of the different points you have. So now I have my shoulder, which is the starting line. I have my elbow, I have my wrist, and then the extension of 6 inches extra. Now from my wrist point, I will come up by 4 inches. This is where I want my flay, my A-line extension to start off from. Okay, you can take yours higher if you so wish to. So, but this is where my extension is going to start off. You can also go ahead to label that down, but I used a different marker. Now I'll go down by 4 inches for my slip cap from the top. That's the first line, and I'll also make a line at that point. Now, since we have all our lines down, the next thing we're going to do is to place half of your arm measurement, that is your round sleeve measurement. You're going to place half of it on that 4 inches line, which we came down from the first line, and you're going to extend it to your center front. I'm sorry you cannot see the other edge of the paper. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is to get the midpoint of this line here, which I have marked, and I will make a point. So we're just basically drafting our basic sleeve, and then I'm ensuring that this is actually equal on both ends. So now that I have that equal, on the part going towards the center, I'll be going up by half of an inch, sorry, quarter of an inch. Okay, but I'm going to use my curve rule so that I can have a well-defined curve around that end. I'm going to curve it down at that point, and then I will use my rule also to also curve it to the other end of it. So after ensuring that I have this, the next thing I want to do is to just take the measurement around this. So I actually do this so that I ensure that I don't have excess, or it's not little, considering the fact that I already have the top I want to place my sleeve to. So I'm just ensuring that this is well marked out, and then I'm adding my stitching allowance of 1 inch. Then I'll go ahead and place my round elbow measurement divided by 2, and I'm going to add my 1 inch stitching allowance to that, and also half of an inch, because I don't want this to be so fitted around the sleeves. Okay, I don't want it to be tight. And then I'm just going to just combine together, and I'll go also for that 4 inches point I came off from the wrist. I'm going to put the measurement around there. So you want to place this your tape around that point, so you can see where I'm placing mine. It is not at the wrist point, okay, it is above my wrist, and I'm going ahead to just place the measurement I have there divided by 2, including the ease allowance and the stitching allowance, and I'm just connecting my lines together. Now we're going to be extending our sleeve from this point. So from here you can go ahead and extend it as much as you want it to be flayed out. Okay, we are like creating an A line. So if you want it to have that A line, defined A line shape, you can go ahead to just extend it. But I just did mine to be as nice as possible. So depending on how flayed out you want yours to look, and also if you want, so now that we have all our measurements down, just go in with the scissors to cut it out. This is what we have. Now we're just going to slit it from this point into two, so we have them separated. Now we're going to cut on our fabric. So I'm using a fabric of it's just a little bit below 1 yard. I think is a yard of fabric that I'm using for the sleeve. So depending on your length and the extension of your flare, you might need less or more. But I think 1 yard works perfectly. So I'm going to place this, ensuring that the center of my pattern in is aligning with the folded end of my fabric. So I folded this into four so I can cut both sides of the sleeve, and I'm placing them down using my pins and also doing the same thing for the down part, which is the extension. So I folded that end also. For the extension, we're going to be needing 4 pieces of that. We'll be using the other two as our lining piece, while we're going to use the other sides as the main piece. So now that I have that down, I'm going ahead to cut. So for the top part, I added half of an inch to the base and also half of an inch to the shoulder areas. This will help me to join to my shoulder point, and the other end, I'm not adding any allowance. Remember, I already added that to my extension. So I'm just going to cut out exactly what I have on my pattern. So after cutting this first part, I'm going to fold up the fabric again and then trace out the one I'll be using for my lining piece. So if you don't have enough fabric, you can use a lining for your lining, but I'll prefer you use I advise you use the same fabric so that it gives it um a more neater and professional look. So I'm just going ahead to just trace out the sides. So after that, this is what we have. So now that we have this, we want to start stitching our sleeves down. Now starting off with the main sleeve, you're just going to stitch it down by 1 inch, okay? To close the side on the wrong sides of your fabric. Now for this part, we're going to stitch it down by the side, by the base, and then to the other side. You repeat for the other side of your fabric. So now that I've done that, this is what it looks like. And I went ahead to also iron this. So this is what it looks like for the top part of the sleeve and also for the base. Now what I went ahead to do for the base was to iron my stay to one side of it, which is the lining side. That will help to give it a firm look. So now that we have this, we're going to be stitching this around the sleeve. You're going to start from the stitching allowance. You're going to stitch from one end to the other, placing the right side, the part you want to use as your right side to it. You're going to place it this way, stitch it down by half of an inch to the other end. So do the same thing for both sides of your sleeve, and also ensure that they meet at that joining ends. So this is what we have after I finished doing this. You can see how nice and beautiful this look. This is actually a simple sleeve to create. If you enjoyed watching this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also give this video a thumbs up. So I'll be dropping the video of how to create this top later on in the week, so do well to watch it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.